Yeah. What up? I'm Haley. We're with
Henry DeWitt.
and we are doing the iguana.
I'm not convinced that it's a penis, but
We have a green iguana today. This species is invasive in Florida.
wow.
So we'll do
Okay.
a quick anatomy run through. Right here we have our dewlap.
Okay, like the cow.
Yeah. Here we have our stomach, and then we have our small intestine come around right here, dumping into our cecum, and then down here we have our large intestines, and it goes out through the cloaca.
Wow, this is amazing. They have what we call a hemipenis, which is essentially two penises in one. The refractory period in iguana copulation is so long. For humans, it's like 20 minutes. Theirs is weeks. They have to wait so long between that. What they did, they evolved a second penis. What an adaptation. That's probably my favorite adaptation that I've ever heard. And the way we can sex the iguana is we can look, and they got this little bulge here. We call it the hemipenal bulge. That's awesome. And on both sides right here, they have a penis. What's better than one penis? Two. When they copulate, the female can hold the sperm inside of them for years. The female can hold the sperm inside of them for years and just keep fertilizing the eggs with the old sperm from copulations in the past. And we were told that snakes, they're similar. When snakes copulate, they leave the hemipenis in for weeks. And we have a special guest right now showing us a hemipenis. Leo!
So we have a hemipenis here from an opossum, and you can see like the two heads right here. So you can see the corpus cavernosum and the corpus spongiosum covering like around the urethra.
That is amazing. And thank you so much, Leo. You absolutely killed it with that. And Dr. Klingler told us that hemipenises can have hemipenises.
So in our iguanas, they are acrodonts, meaning that their tooth grows not in a socket, it grows on the mandible, the top jawbone. We, in other species, are thecodonts, where the teeth grow in a socket.
We see the alveolar sockets in mammals, and we see them in crocodilians, which means those socket teeth evolved independently, convergent evolution on some sockets, and we love it. These guys right here have what we call, right here, you can kind of see them, like a little dot, 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 dot. Those are called the femoral pores. And what we love about the femoral pores is they are scent glands. And what does that scent do? That scent marks their territory. They are very territorial, and they gotta mark that territory with those femoral scent glands.
We can see our tympanic membrane right there on that side. The thing about iguanas is they only have one inner ear bone, where we have three. We have the incus, stapes, and malleus, and they only have the stapes. Right under our tympanic membrane, we have our subtympanic shield to make them look good.
Yup, and this might be my favorite fact that we've ever learned. We know animals have two eyes, generally. This iguana has an eye right here. That is a third eye. What they can see is shadows of like a hawk or something. They don't have like rods and cones with it, right?
Right, it's just chemicals.
That's right. Thank you, Marky. They see with chemicals instead of light. Every lizard, but the vermidid, can lose their tail. What they do is they have these fracture lines on their tail. I don't know if we can see them, but all these can have fracture lines. And when they squeeze their muscles super hard, they can pop that tail off. And then that tail can grow back, but it grows back as cartilage. And they can pop that tail off again, but they cannot pop it off in the cartilage. It has to be above the cartilage. That's it.
The iguana is in the class Reptilia, and then in Reptilia there's 4 living orders. Okay, so our first order is Testudines, and that's where we have our turtles. And then we go into our crocodilia, which is where we see our crocodile species. And then we have our rhinocephala, and that is where we have our tuatera, one living animal in our rhinocephalia. Then we have our squamata, and that is where our iguana is. And fun fact about the squamata, it is huge. It is the second largest living vertebrate order. Squamata means scale, and where we can find our iguana is in the family Iguanidae. And our green iguana, which we have here, is genus and species is iguana. So they are a pure iguana. What a great day of phenomenal facts. I want to give a few shout outs here. Shout out Henry DeWitt, awesome host. Marky, Megan, great lab partners. Leo, Aaron, and Taylor, great additions to our lab group today. Shout out Dr. Klingler, Dr. JJ Klingler, and shout out Dr. Mallory. He hit us with some phenomenal Mallory facts today. His favorite fruit?
Mango.
His favorite fruit is a mango, sweet fruit. And his favorite exotic species is the chicken.
The chicken.
He likes to keep it simple with the chicken. He did not have a favorite pair of shoes. That's kind of
But he wears shoes. He does wear shoes. But he doesn't have a favorite, and we don't know how many pairs of shoes he has.
So, phenomenal day of phenomenal facts.
Tastes sweeter in this town. Could it be it's the same as the last? I swear I've seen your face elsewhere before. Just
All right, we have a missed fact emergency, and I would like to introduce Will Johnson, our resident parasitologist.
We seem to have some nematodes, and after a brief consultation with the internet, it looks like it might be Ozothalamus.
Might as well be confirmed.
Great fact. Thank you, Will.
the trees, honey.